Hi, I'm Michael from Michael Strong Rubber Stamps. Now recently I got to participate in a great stamping event. The opening session was an artist trading card exchange. Believe it or not, I didn't know too much about ATCs. Well, I learned that they're always 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. The subject matter could be anything in the world, and they're exchanged, never sold. Now, believe it or not, I got 100 of these little works of art, and I wanted to make sure that I could display them properly in a nice setting. So I came up with this page to display a bunch of them, and I want to show you how to do it. Now, I've chosen kind of a neutral background color because I want the ATCs to really shine on this page. They're always very colorful, and that's what I want it to stand out. Now, to make the pocket, I've already attached one at the bottom. I'm going to cut some strips from the same paper that I used, and you'll notice that the little cards just slip right into this little pocket here. Now, let me show you how to cut that. I'm using the paper trimmer buddy. I'm going to slide the paper in. Right now I have a scalloped cassette in here, a blade cassette. I'm just going to run it along here, and you'll see that I have this nice edge. Now I need to have a little folded part to fold down to make that edge a little bit stronger so that when you bring the cards in and out, you won't rip the paper. So I'm going to exchange the scalloped cassette for a scoring cassette, close it down, mark my place at 2 inches, and just score it. Now you can see it's made a nice scoring line for me to fold down. So what we're going to do is lay this on. Now I used the paper trimmer to also make these paper ribbons. As you can see, they come in a lot of different shapes. These little cassettes are nice because they're completely enclosed. You can't cut yourself. You just put them into the paper trimming buddy, and then the blade is engaged. So as you see, I'm going to use these to decorate my page. I will glue these in place. Let me give you a little demo here to show you how that one was made. I'm using this arm that comes out of the cutter. It's nice. It's a 16-inch long arm, so you can measure your really big sheets of paper. I'm going to slide it into the trimmer and scallop an edge. Now I want the scallop on both sides, so I'm going to trim it again. And then you'll see how that looks when I put it onto the page. Now I have one that I've started that's a little bit further along, shall we say, so I'll let you see how that looks. Now I've got the vertical pieces on here, and the vertical pieces divide that strip pocket into 4 sections. As you can see, they just slip right in, and I have room now for 8 of those cards. Also, as you can see, I've decorated them with these hearts, and I've used Marvy's Scalloped Heart Punch. And they come in a variety of sizes, and I use these 2 sizes. They work really great. I love these clever levers. You know, they're easy on the hand, lots of fun to use. So let's go ahead and assemble that. We'll put the bigger heart down first, the smaller one, and then a decorative button on top of that. Now the final thing to complete the page is my title block and pictures. And it's that same color again with the contrasting background. I have a couple of the people from the card exchange and then my title block here. Now I wanted to add one last element, which is a little bit of journaling. And to do that, I'm adding some little tags. Now to make these tags a little more interesting, I'm using Marvy Uchida's corner round. It's got a nice little scalloped edge to it, and it's super easy to use. You just insert the paper into it and give it a little punch, and you'll see how easy that works. Then I'll just add it to my other pieces here. Now I'd like to show you how it all came together on the final page. Now this is the completed page, and as you see, I've tied my journaling tags to a button over here, and it kind of completes the whole look of the page. And as I said before, we have kind of this neutral palette to really feature these cards. I just wanted to make sure that they were the star of the show, so to speak. Now I did make a card of my own to exchange, and I attached it to this little greeting card, and as you can see, it's shiny, glitzy, just like I like. And I've also shown you what you could do with another example of using that paper trimming buddy from Marvy Uchida. You see how I have the background paper's been trimmed. So with a little paper trimming, and a little paper folding, you're going to have a great place to display all your ATCs, or photos, or baseball cards, or matchbooks, or whatever it is that you collect. Have fun, and I'll see you next time.
For step-by-step instructions on how to create this week's project, download the design guide featuring special make-it-your-own bonus tips.